What's up guys, sharkeatyoshi here again, bringing you another battle video. As you guys can see here, yeah, it's been a while, it's been a week and a half. If you guys don't follow my Twitter, you guys should follow my Twitter or my Facebook. My tweets do get transitioned over to my Facebook, so if you don't have Twitter, you guys can still check me out on Facebook, because all the information from my Twitter does get translated over to my Facebook. It gets, sent, you know what I mean. But anyway guys, if you guys don't know, or you guys don't follow me, I did sent my 3DS to get fixed, and in the meantime, while my 3DS was getting fixed, my 3DS capture card. Let me rephrase that again. My 3DS capture card. I went to send it to go get fixed. How do you say words? And in the meantime, when it was getting fixed, it took a week and a half. The person said it wasn't really priority because he had more other things to do. So eventually, he got around to it, and a week and a half later, here it is. And in the meantime, when that was happening, I decided to build a lot of teams and test out a lot of teams. So I do have a bunch of teams ready for you, a bunch of fun teams, a bunch of cool Pokemon that you haven't seen on my channel yet. And it's gonna be pretty freaking awesome. You guys are gonna enjoy the first team that I'm gonna be bringing out first, and then the second. It's gonna be pretty cool, guys. So my 3DS capture card is back, and it's finally fixed. If you guys don't know, the terrors, the suffering, the crying, the everything I had to deal with this 3DS capture card in order to record video for you guys, gameplay for you guys, and sometimes it got to the point where I'm just like, I do not want to do this anymore. My 3DS is not working, it's just frustrating me. And now that it works, it works now, but like hopefully it will continue working. Let's pray and hope that it continue working. But right now it works perfectly, like when I first got it day one. What it is, the problem is that the connector to the USB port, the micro USB port stopped working, and I had to get that replaced, and I don't know how to solder, and it took me forever to find someone that's cheap, that can solder, because apparently people like to charge a lot of money because not a lot of people know how to solder. So really good business if you're getting into the soldering, fixing technology. So yeah, but found one cheap. They fixed it. They said that they'll give me a week. If it breaks again, they'll fix it for free, and then after that I have to pay, of course. But hopefully within a week it'll stay good, and hopefully it'll stay good for at least a year until the new 3DS comes out or something like that. I don't know, but hopefully it can stay good. And I am grateful that this is fixed. I'm grateful for you guys being so freaking patient. So patient. You guys are so freaking awesome. You guys are some of the best fans out there, best subscribers out there, because you guys are so patient. I only got like 2 or 3 people that were just concerned. They weren't like, oh, where's the videos? You suck, unsubscribe. But they were just concerned because they don't follow me on Twitter or Facebook, which you guys should. If you guys don't have it, please follow me. And if you guys don't have a Twitter or Facebook, make one and follow your favorite YouTubers, because you will learn a lot of information about their life. I talk to every single one of my fans, my subscribers there. So if you guys want to talk to me, message me on Facebook and Twitter, and I will answer you. Links down below. Trust me guys, it's very if you guys want to keep in touch with your favorite YouTubers, you guys should do that. But anyway, it is finally fixed. I am ready to do videos again, and I'm just pumped to finally get my YouTube going, because I just hated my life. I hated recording. I hated everything. I hated everything to do with this, because my 3DS capture card was not working, and now that it's working correctly, I am very happy. I'm very happy that now I can show you the videos. And more than likely, there was like a skip button, because this is like 4 minutes long. And the reason why I'm showing you this video and not talking about this on a battle video, like VGC battle videos, because I don't want to make the VGC battle videos too long. And then this is just a cool video to show you guys. If you guys would like to see other formats, as you guys see here, this is a rotational battle format, which is actually a really cool format. If you guys play a lot of singles, you guys should play rotation battle format. It's essentially the same thing, but without any hazards. So it's pretty much the same thing without any hazards, and your setup actually matters. Like, you can set up substitute and it actually matters. You can set up your screens and it actually matters. You can set up trick room and it actually matters. What I mean by that is, I mean that you don't have to switch them out if you're not in a favorable position. So it's pretty cool. But anyway guys, I'm gonna show you this battle. I think I'm gonna do more rotation battles. If you guys really like and you guys want to see more rotation battles, go ahead and give this video at least several likes. I'm gonna say 12 likes. If you get to 12 likes, I'll do more rotation battles, you know, because this is a really fun format and I think more people should play it, and it's a really cool format. And if you guys would like to see me do other formats, like for example, this upcoming challenge that's coming out on the PGL is the Little Cup, the singles Little Cup. So I am going to be doing that, and I'm going to be recording it and uploading it onto my channel, and that's going to be pretty freaking cool. If you guys would like to see me do Smogon singles, I said Smogon. wait, I'm saying it wrong. You know what I mean, singles and Smogon singles, and I will do that also because I have played a decent amount of the Smogon singles and I am decently versed on the meta. But anyway, guys, hello for all you guys that skipped the first part of the video. This is rotational battles and I am back again. If you guys skipped this part, go ahead and check out the first 6 minutes. It won't kill you, especially if you're a big fan of my channel. Go ahead and check it out. But anyway, guys, I am playing Matthew. You guys saw him on a previous video where I did a best of 2 VGC battle with him. He's not the best VGC player, but he's a really good singles player. And like I said, rotational battles is it's pretty much singles. But so my opponent over here has a pretty good advantage, as you guys can see there. He has a pretty strong singles team. Me, I just put up whatever, as you guys can see there. I have a Rotom. A Slowbro, which is my Mega. I do have a Vigoroth, which is a really awesome Pokemon. I really do love that Pokemon. I do have a Hydreigon, a Breloom, and last but not least, an Excavalier to round out my lineup. Well, my opponent does have the Mega Pidgeot, the ORAS, the Durant, the Chandelure, the Feraligatr, and last but not least, his Chestnut to round up his lineup. So let's go ahead and get started with the battle because this is a very long battle. So Matthew's going to go ahead and issue the challenge, and I am going to go ahead and send out my Rotom, my Vigoroth, and my Hydreigon, but my opponent's going to go ahead and send out his Chandelure, his Chestnut, and his Feraligatr. So pretty strong, powerful leads right there. Look at all them shinies. I have a shiny Vigoroth, he has a shiny Chestnut, and a shiny Feraligatr. So right here, I'm going to go for the standard Will-O-Wisp, knowing that he probably doesn't want to switch in Chandelure. And at the same time, he probably thinks that I'm going to go ahead and switch out to Rotom because I am facing up against a grass type, and I'm not going to switch it out. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Willow. As you guys can see there, it pays off. He does go for the Substitute. And if you guys don't know, Substitute, like I said, is a very powerful move in rotational battles because you don't lose it. At the same time, you don't lose your setups. Right here, I am going for a Bulk Up. As you guys can see there, my opponent is going for a Lead Seed, which is another very smart, powerful move there, because you do not lose your Lead Seed in rotational battles because you're just rotating and you're not switching out. So his Lead Seed is going to go off, and he is going to go ahead and gain a lot of health because the burn is not going to do enough damage to negate his healing. As you guys see there, he does have leftovers and all this other good stuff. So he's going to go for a Spiky Shield right here. I'm like, I really don't care about the Spiky Shield. I'm going to go ahead and set up another Bulk Up and get this Vigoroth big and strong and have this Vigoroth be a very huge tank and a very strong Pokemon. So he's going to go ahead and heal up again. As you guys can see there, this is going to be a lot of healing here. So he's going to go ahead and heal up nicely. And the Lead Seed is going to be a problem. This Chestnut is going to be a huge problem. I did get the burn off, so he pretty much doesn't do a lot of damage, and he's gonna go ahead and switch out into Chestnut. He is gonna go for a Willow onto my Vigoroth here, but my Vigoroth is neutral at this point because I did go for a lot of Bulk Ups, and I am gonna go for another Bulk Up here so I can be +1 because essentially what Will-O-Wisp does is cut you by 50%. So right here I'm essentially +1, close to it, and since I did get 2 Bulk Ups off, you know, it's just cutting that off. So anyway, I am going to go for the Dark Pulse here onto the, I tried to go for the Dark Pulse here onto the Chandelure, but I ended up hitting the Chestnut, and I ended up breaking its Focus Sash, its Substitute. So he's going to go for the Brick Break right here. My Hydreigon is going to take that very well because it is burnt, and it was a critical hit. You guys don't know this about my Hydreigon, but my Hydreigon's actually a bulky Hydreigon, which I kind of I kind of regret this is a bulky, tanky Hydreigon, and I am going to go for another Dark Pulse onto the Chandelure, knowing that it can do a ton of damage to all his Pokemon here, because this is a modest 252 Specs Hydreigon with a bunch of bulk, and that's why I took that Brick Break very well. It was a stab. Of course, he was burnt, and it was a critical hit. I would have took that even better, but nope. He is going to go ahead and bring in his ORAS, and I am going to go for a Brick Break here. My Vigoroth is going to go ahead and take that very well, and I'm going to do a ton of damage to its cannon. I would have knocked it out if I wasn't burnt, but he is going to go ahead and heal up nicely, as you guys can see here. I am going to go ahead and get burnt slowly, and right here, I know that I cannot switch into anything. I don't know the speed on this ORAS, so I just let my Vigoroth get knocked out. To tell you the truth, I think I should have switched into Rotom and went for a Hydro Pump and hoped that I didn't miss and hope I can outspeed it and kept my Vigoroth, because my Vigoroth was a powerful Pokemon, and I think that was a misplay by my part. He is going to go for another substitute here, and I am going to go for the Iron Head. Right here, I forgot that you're actually, I forgot that I actually put Choice Ban on this Excavalier, and I wanted it to have a Leftovers, which kind of bite me in the butt, as you guys can see here, because I am going to be locked into Iron Head the whole time. So he is going to go for the Spiky Shield right here. It's not going to do anything to Hydreigon, because Hydreigon is a special Pokemon, and it doesn't do any physical attacks whatsoever. So it's going to go ahead and hit, and the Dark Pulse is going to go ahead and hit the Chestnuts, and nothing's going to happen here. So he's going to go ahead and switch into Feraligatr. His Feraligatr is faster. Like I said, this is a bulky Hydreigon, so this is going to go ahead and knock out my Feraligatr. And I thought I was going to still be faster, but nope. I thought I was going to at least survive it, but I didn't, sadly enough. I am going to go ahead and bring in my Breloom, and I am going to go ahead and switch into Rotom, knowing that he is going to go for an Ice Punch here. I am going to go for the Thunderbolt, knowing that I can knock out, or at least do a ton of damage to a lot of his Pokemon. I do not knock out his Feraligatr, sadly enough, but I do get the Paralyzation. I kind of wish I knocked out his Feraligatr there, just to remove it, but at this point his Feraligatr is pretty much useless. It's just there for death fodder. I am going to go ahead and bring in Excavalier, because Excavalier can take a lot of damage here, and I am going to go for an Iron Head. Actually, it wasn't the Leftovers, it was going to be a Salt Vest Excavalier, but I accidentally picked the banded one, and that's going to go ahead and bite me in the butt later, as you guys can see. He is going to go ahead and bring in his Pidgeotto, and he is going to go for the Mega Evolution, as you guys see here. Pidgeotto, very strong Pokemon, and a very dangerous one at that. He is going to go for the Protect, so he can get the speed boosts off the following turn, so he can get his stats up, and he's going to go ahead and bring in his Chestnut. I am going to go for the Thunderbolt here onto his Chestnut, do enough damage, and he is going to go for the Leech Seed again onto my Rotom here, and he's going to go ahead and heal up and get the residual damage off onto my Rotom right here. I think I go for a big misplay this following turn. I think I switch into Breloom and make a huge misplay, and I think it bites me in the butt. So the Burnt is going to go ahead and slowly do damage to his Chestnuts. Actually, it was not this turn, it was the following turn. But he's going to go ahead and protect himself. I am going to go for a Light Screen, knowing that he has the Pidgeots, and I just want to set it up. I kind of wish I had the Reflect instead, because he does have one more physical attacker, and I am scared of it. So his Chestnut is going to go ahead and heal up nicely, sadly enough. Rotom is taking a lot of damage, a lot of residual damage to this Leech Seed, and this Chestnut is posing to be a huge problem. So, I am going to go ahead and switch into the Breloom, which was a terrible mistake by my part. And I forgot that Chestnut gets bulletproof. This was a huge mistake by my part. He does break my screen off. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking there. I should have just switched into Excavalier, and Excavalier would have took it out easily with the knockoff. I mean, not knockoff, but Iron Head. But terrible mistake by my part, and I go ahead and switch into Slowbro, which is another pretty terrible mistake. Before, I should have had Slowbro in the to begin with. He is going to go for the Waterfall onto my Slowbro here. He's going to do no damage, because Slowbro just takes that like a boss. And I am going to go ahead and Mega Evolution here. And another really dumb mistake by my part. I should have went for the attacking move. Actually, no, I do go for the attacking move here. No, he goes for the lead seed because I did switch out because I wanted to break out. I wanted to break his lead seed, but I do go for the attacking move here, which is the side shock, and I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the chestnuts. Thankfully, that chestnut is so annoying. But at the end, my opponent, you're gonna see, has the Durant. At this point, I consider his Feraligatr pretty much one and done. His Feraligatr is done. It's pretty much useless because all my Pokemon can outspeed it since it is paralyzed right here. I go for the greedy play and go for the Calm Mind when I should have gone for the Scald or switch into Rotom and hopefully get a burn off. Very greedy play by my part, and it's going to end up costing me, as you guys see here. He's just going to go for the Bug type move, X-Scissor, and just knock out all my Pokemon, sadly enough, as you guys see here. And Durant is a pretty fast Pokemon. So, mistake by my part. I went for the greedy play. You know, I should have just went for the burn or the lead seed here. And he is going to go for the X-Scissor onto my Breloom. My Breloom is pretty much useless at this point because it doesn't have the Sash, because I made a mistake last turn. A couple of turns before, and my opponent convincingly wins a 3-0, essentially a 2-0, because his Feraligatr is pretty much useless at this point. My Rotom does survive, and I go for the Thunderbolt, which is not a smart move. I should have went for the Hydro Pump. It would have knocked out his Durant, but at this point it really didn't matter because he did have the Bird Jesus over there, which does have the Heat Wave, and it will knock out my Escavalier and ensure him the victory. So a very convincing win by my opponent there. Learned a lot from it, and as you guys can see there, the Heat Wave is going to come out. I thought I could predict it. I don't. He probably knew that the Heat Wave could knock out my Rotom also. Very nice battle by my opponent here. He had the better Pokemon, and I made several mistakes, and he played a pretty decent. What he did is that he conserved his very fast Pokemon, took out my tanks, and knew that he could win with his very fast Pokemon. So he played very well in that aspect, and I made several mistakes. But anyway, guys, if you guys would like to see more rotation battles, go ahead and tell me. Please get this thing to 12 likes. That'll be pretty freaking awesome. My 3DS is working again. I am back. I'm going to be uploading way more videos, and I'm very happy that this thing is actually working, and I don't have to hate my life when I record. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, guys, I'll see you guys later with more battle videos. Also, VGC is coming back next week, so don't worry about that. VGC is coming back next week. Yeah! I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.